the little piece that, with this little blade piece that would have gone right here, came off, I can just kind of slide it back in to wind it, so it doesn't, it's not that big of an issue. Yes, I don't think I wound this. That's better. Camera was blurry for some reason. Magnet on the back to stick to the fridge. This clock has the same mechanism as the other one that I just showed you. So, like, this clock was working, and then I broke it, and then I fixed it, and then it kind of broke on its own. There's a little piece that allows, you can't reset the dial. It runs, but you're gonna try to turn it up to crank it. That just cracked off, so I guess this isn't gonna be timing anything anytime soon, so watch, just missing a strap, but I fixed it with a little keychain clip thing. This is an Umbra branded wall clock. It's very hard to read, like at the bottom. This is Canada. I have done a temporary glow-in-the-dark mod to it with some glow-in-the-dark tape. It looks really good in the dark. It looks a little ugly in the daytime. I'm gonna find another clock to do the same modification to eventually, and then I'm gonna, when I do that, I'll take the tape off this one. Let's see right here, this isn't any sort of, this isn't really like, this isn't like a cheap Chinese mechanism. It's actually, I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can read that. Let's see, what's this? Find the best way to read this. In case you can't read that, this is quartz, made in USA. And also, where is it? Clock assembled in Canada, Clock assembled in Canada in 1989. This clock is about 22 years old. So I've still got the original movement. It also been sitting up in a cabinet for several years because we didn't have a use for it, and I pulled it out after a while ago. Built a Lego stand for it so that I didn't have to hang it on the wall. The General Electric clock radio. Just focus. There you go. Solid state. The telecron motor movement. Very quiet. It's in pretty good condition. I saw another one of this model that had a loud whirring sound to it. Also, let's see the model number. C4505D. Both FM and AM. I'm only going to leave that on for a few seconds because I might come up with a copyright match. So it's turned to wake. We can do that so the time that we pull that knob out, so time push it in. And I'll set the alarm. This thing sets painfully slowly. Takes forever to do so. And it did go off a little early there. I might have to adjust the hands. So, not only, yeah. Also,
he rolls that 3.
Yeah, so not very good reception here. And also this dial has a very, very dim glow on it. I have never been able to get this glow on camera. It's not like radium or anything, because when I unplug the clock, it turns off. So you can also just barely, if you look at just the right angle, you can see a small light bulb inside there just lighting the dial up from behind. It is kind of, not like really green, but it's kind of a greenish blue. And also, yeah, like you can't see it on camera. You can only see it when your eyes really adjust to the dark, and also it has to be kind of fairly close to you. When I just put this on the floor next to my bed, like a certain distance from my bed, I still can't see the time. You gotta put it like somewhat close, so you got a bedside table to actually be able to see the time. Also, there's the speaker up there. This was sitting in the garage for several years. It had several dust bunnies in the speaker here, which I pulled out with the tweezer. There's still some dust bunnies inside the actual inside here, because I had a light. I looked in there with a light, and I could see several dust bunnies sitting around in there. But I can't figure out how to get the back off. What you have to do is like pry this up. I don't want to break it because I don't want to break the plastic on it. Also, there is one more clock, but I don't want to take it off. I don't want to take it down because it looks best up here. It's a little battery, like a little battery wall clock. It's kind of made out of this wood kind of cardboard stuff. Like you slot all the pieces together, and you just have this little thing for your kitchen. I do kind of like it in here. It looks kind of nice. So I guess it's my clock collection. It's gonna get bigger eventually. Like, I did have 2 other clocks, but one of them broke. One broke and both of them broke. So that's kind of an annoyance. All the other clocks in this house aren't mine, so I don't think I could add them to mine. I could show them in this video because they don't count as parts of my collection. So I guess that's it.